Hi there and happy Monday, happy August. I hope everyone is doing well and having a wonderful summer. We are definitely in the height of summer. We're into August now. Today's the 5th. I'll be doing your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week. And I wanted to wish you well for the week. I hope things have been going well. I also hope that you survived Mercury retrograde. It was a doozy for many of us. It's done. It feels like it's done. We're still in a shadow period for a couple weeks, but it seems that things have definitely been shifting. So I hope you're feeling the benefit of that energy. A couple reminders as far as upcoming events. This Saturday, the 10th, I am teaching a Reiki 1 kids class. So this class is specifically for kids over the age of 10, 12, up until 18 to 21-ish. I'm pretty flexible with the age. I feel like 12 is a good starting point with all of that, but I'm always open for exceptions. But that class is this Saturday. I do have a couple spots open. So if you have an interest in signing up a child or someone that you know would be ready to dig into that energetic step for themselves, that would be great. The reason I did it right now is because I want these kids that are getting ready to start school to have another tool on board as they begin this new school year, and having Reiki as a modality on board for yourself really does help you handle your energy and how you're managing the energy of the people around you. Just creates some good stuff for yourself. So at any rate, if you have somebody who you know would be interested, please sign up on my website, milwaukeemedium.com, and you can look for the schedule now button, and then you'll see services and classes, and you can sign up right there. If you have questions, message me, milwaukeemedium@gmail.com. I'm happy to help or assist in any way with questions around any of my classes or events. The other couple events that I have coming up, most of the circles for the rest of the year that have been scheduled are full. Took a while for that last card to pop. And then my Halloween circle, which fills very quickly, is now open to sign up for Friday, October the 18th. And then my next spiritual foundation class is in November. All of those dates are on the scheduling system. They've been posted on my Facebook page, as well as there's links on my website. So there's really lots of ways to get to all of the class information and to sign up. But again, if you have questions or you're looking for more information, please do reach out to me. I'm happy to help out. This week, I felt really guided to use the Keepers of the Light deck by Kyle Gray. He is one of my favorite angel card creators, authors, and just his energy and overall messaging very much resonates for me. So if you like these cards, I encourage you to check Kyle out. I just completed a angel certification class with Radley Valentine this last weekend. He was in Chicago. I saw him 2 years ago for this certified tarot class. We did more of a angel oracle or an angel class this weekend. Very good refresher and lots of good information. Nice to meet new people. That's always fun. So I'm kind of in that angel energy space, which is super fun. So let's get on with it. So we're looking at the week of August 5th through the weekend. First card typically represents first half of the week, middle card, middle of the week, and then the last card Friday into the weekend, okay? So Saint Germain, karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, and make room for good energy. Saint Germain is one of my favorite ascended masters, favorite beings, spiritual beings. First off, because he's always surrounded in that purple violet color. Karma releasing is interesting. The first thing that I'm getting around this card is we've just done a lot of that through Mercury retrograde. The month of July was a big releasing month for many of us. In my practice, talking to clients, there was a lot of things coming to the surface for people, and there were a lot of things that needed to be dealt with. So we may see a little bit of that this week is basically what this card is saying. The other thing too is step away from the drama. If you have found yourself in a situation or in relationships that are causing you more drama, this card really tells you you want to surround yourself with good energy, with people who exude that energy. And not that if you have a friend or somebody who can be a little negative sometimes we can impact them in a positive way with our own energy and we can teach them. But at the same time, balancing that and just also remembering that you are walking your own path and that you're responsible for your energy, your karma, your decisions. And that's what we have to try to remember, because a lot of times as we're making choices and decisions, we want to ask a lot of other people, and it can muddy the waters. I've been there. And so it's a lot of messaging in this card, especially in the first part of the week. So again, we're focusing on karmic releasing. And again, karma from this lifetime, from potential past lifetimes that we've experienced. And just pay attention. You might just start to see some things surface and you're like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm breaking the cycle. I'm not going to get involved in this anymore. That's probably why you're feeling that way. Radha, soul flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship, harmony, and healing. Beautiful card. Okay. I love this card, obviously, because it has a lotus on it. And for me, I'm sure many of you have seen my logo or even my tattoo. The lotus symbolizes spiritual growth, even when things are tough. We can bloom even when the environment can be tough. So the lotus roots itself in mud, and that's how it grows. So the symbolism around that is that we have to go through some stuff in order for us to grow, I'm running 4 words together, to grow and bloom. So this card really speaks to me this week, excuse me, rediscovering a part of yourself. Excuse me. This is an important message. I feel like I'm kind of that, this is an emergency broadcast system message. Like that's how this is coming through. Rediscovering a lost part of yourself can be your spiritual self, your authentic self, the part of yourself that's been wanting to release itself from maybe feeling held back, whether it's through relationships or societal pressure. And this card really speaks volumes to me for this week, that we are here definitely to grow as souls. That's why we're here. That's our soul purpose. And so we're digging in and digging into these pieces of ourselves that need healing, that have not been addressed. We're really good as humans with shoving things and emotions down, and we don't deal with them. And at some point, they're going to bubble up. And it looks us in the face. And sometimes it will come out emotionally. Sometimes it will manifest physically. Everybody's different. But we can't keep running and hiding from ourselves, okay? And so it's a time to be honest with yourself about who you are, how you want to present and show up in the world, and then, you know, being authentic, being honest, and really digging into that piece of yourself that is that soul part of you. Are you meditating? How are you getting connected? So this card also represents that. What are you doing to get connected and rediscover yourself? What kind of time are you taking for yourself? Now, the next part of the message is experience relationship, harmony, and healing. When you heal yourself, when you address things within yourself, the energy of the relationships around you can't help but shift. And typically in a good way, okay? So think about that as we're in the middle of this week. Again, great messages, for every day. Great things and insights to think about every day of our lives, regardless of what week it is, right? Because you know, these cards are very prescriptive. They're not predictive. And, you know, it just helps to give you some insights as you're rolling through this week. But again, this rediscovering the lost part of yourself and that soul flame message is really, really important. So keep that in mind. Okay, Katumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. This is lovely, and it has the Om symbol on the top here. He's got a lot of symbolism around his, on his chest, and all of these cards have a tremendous amount of symbolism. Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. This is huge. So this week, we're releasing karma, we're getting in touch with ourselves, we're really trying to rediscover that piece of ourselves that maybe we've been putting aside or pushing down, trying to find more peace and harmony within ourselves so that that can impact the relationships and the energy around us. But this message is interesting because, and I hear this often from my team, and it's a message given consistently to my clients, you really do have to trust the intuition and the insights that you receive. We have everything we need within ourselves. There's absolutely no question about that. It's in our heart box. It's right there. And when we're able to really trust in that, trust in source, the universe, God, divine, our angels, our teams, it really empowers you to move through life really very comfortably. I'm not going to sit here and say you don't have hiccups and things that potentially come up that you're like, I don't know what to do. It happens. But that's why you have that tool and that ability to go within yourself through prayer, through meditation, or however it is that you connect in and really tap into what you're getting around a specific situation. So it's like what I'm seeing is the red slippers, the ruby red slippers, and at the end of The Wizard of Oz, she says, I knew the answers all along. They were always within. It's the same kind of message. My friend Sandy, who is a medium out on the East Coast, she posts that a lot, and I love that message, is that we have the answers within, and it's important that we pay attention to that. Too often we distrust what we're receiving because our ego wants to get in the way. That's that voice that wants to say, no, and you're not good enough, and you should be doing this, and you're terrible, and da-da-da-da-da. And that's not your angelic voicing. That's your ego voicing. So you have to learn the difference between the two. However, you already know the answer you seek. So trust it. Trust your third eye. Trust your intuition. And again, every week, the cards tell a story. And when you rediscover that part of yourself, that brings the ability to really tune in and tap in much easier. It really does. It takes practice. I'm not going to lie. The more you do it, the stronger it gets. It's like a muscle. You build it up. But I felt guided to, use this deck this week because this is a message or a deck that has some pretty intensive messages. And as we begin August and as we've just come out of a pretty intense month of July, I felt like we needed some messaging to address where we're at, some meaty, kind of insightful information. And I think we definitely got that for this week. So great messages, lots to think about. You know, when I do these readings, I often think this resonates for me in my own life too. So they're always very fascinating and interesting to me. So karma releasing, making sure you're staying out of the drama. I just don't like drama at all. Rediscovering yourself and knowing that you already have the information that you're seeking. So tune in, tap in, get connected, and see what's inside and there for you, right? So we're on a transformational journey right now. There's just no question about that. And I think that we need to connect into ourselves and to people that we can trust and that support that process for us. They may not always understand it, but their support and respect is always very appreciated. And not everybody's going to get it, and not everybody's ready or there, and that's okay. The hope is at some point they do awaken and start to, shift their their thought processes, but we're getting there. We really are. So thanks for watching. You can find me at MilwaukeeMedium.com. Again, you can schedule right online. It's my most up-to-date schedule. People ask me that often because dates are in November and December right now. I am off the last week of October for a family trip. So I lost the week of Halloween because of that, but then it picks right back up in November and December. So if you do want to get in this year for a reading or a Reiki session, please do schedule. And if you have questions, again, you can reach out. But I hope everyone has a really great week as we begin the month of August, the last month of what we view as summer. And having kids, they're kind of sad that August is already here. But, you know, time flies, right? So take care of yourself, be good to yourself, be good to people around you. And again, I appreciate you watching this, sharing this, whoever you feel would benefit from these messages, please share. And as always, I appreciate your referrals, and hopefully I'll see some of you at some classes upcoming in the next couple months, okay? Take care, have a great week.